Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and today I am at the AI Vibes event in Santa Monica, California. And I was walking out there looking for my next guest, and David was in the audience. Man, David, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you, man.
Oh, so what brings you to AI Vibes today?
I actually met Tal.
Yeah.
You actually introduced her to me.
Yeah.
At that bar in downtown LA. It was like
Sampa, the event
Sampa.
we did over there.
Yeah, that event.
Come on,
I went to that
man.
event. You introduced me to Tal.
Yeah, Tal's amazing.
I never met her before. She's like, hey, I'm having AI Vibes, this conference in a couple of weeks. I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
So I just showed up.
Yeah, so what I do need to, at least we're going to get into your platform, your events, and you have a mastermind coming up and some other things, but I do want to start off with some AI. What's interesting to you right now in AI? Like how does it affect you, your business, otherwise?
I'll be honest with you, we're using it all day, every day. So I have a big development team.
Yeah.
So my developers, I said, use it all the time.
Yeah.
We use it on social media content. We use it on running ads. I use it on international, on websites, to have it in different languages. We do it for SEO. I mean, we use it for freaking everything. Titles, descriptions, you name it, it's getting used all day. And we automate it, right? So we just do things to make our lives easier. Like something that I would have to have an army of copywriters to do. Literally, my developer goes, oh, we just did, 12,000 descriptions, and we just finished in like 30 minutes. I'm like, that would have took forever.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I use it all the time in all my businesses. I'm in e-commerce. So in e-commerce, we're always running ads and we're always competing with a lot of sharks, right? We're a shark.
Yeah.
So to stay ahead of the competition, you got to use it.
What excites you in e-commerce right now relative to either AI or technology in general? Like, what excites you?
What excites me is that this new technology, if you don't embrace it, you're so much ahead of your competition.
Yeah.
Like I'm dealing with competitors, right? And they're like,
that's a thing, right? So if you're fighting it, like, great, keep fighting it because you're gonna progress based off of that.
Yeah, I mean, we started using it over a year and a half ago when it was starting to get popular, and now it's in our daily lives.
Yeah.
And everything we do is like, how can we automate it? Can we use AI? Can we use ChatGPT? What can we do to make our lives easier? And we're all in it. I mean, we're in it every day. Before I came here, I was talking to one of my developers, and he's working on some code. And I'm like, hey, how's the back end? He's, I'm integrating right now with AI on the back end. And I'm like, freaking awesome.
Man.
No, so we're using it all day, every day.
Yeah. And one of the things I see about it, too, is that at that space and that gap for those that are, early adopters and can figure out where it makes sense in their business and then continue to progressively increase. It's kind of like back in the day, like you hire an employee, right?
Yep.
You're hiring an employee. So that employee, the training, all the other things, and then they come up with those ideas or those other things that progress the business further. So thinking about AI from that sense, it's exciting to me.
Oh, no,
it's
awesome. To me, it's kind of like the internet 20 years ago. You know, when like, oh, you got mail, or
when I wish I would have known what it was. I wasn't excited. I didn't know. So I would have been building websites or something else. I don't know. I'd have been doing something. I didn't know.
Right. Like
this one I know, so I'm watching it, but that one I didn't know.
Yeah. Like when the internet first came, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
This is a game changer. And that's where I made a lot of my money, right? I was one of the first adapters online, e-commerce, and then we did over $300 million in sales.
Yeah.
So we were a good adapter.
Yeah.
And we took advantage of the internet, and there wasn't as much competition, right? So now, there's more competition. So now you even got to be better. Before it was easier because there was less people in the game. Just imagine now, 3 years from now, how many more people are going to be adapted to AI?
Yeah.
And now it's going to be so much harder.
Yeah.
Right? Now it's easier because it's like, it's kind of like the wild, wild west. Not many people have adapted yet. Only the sophisticated so far.
Yeah.
You know?
So switching topics slightly here, I know that you also have a community as well. You're in e-commerce, of course, but you also have a community of entrepreneurs and thought leaders. Maybe talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I actually have a monthly mastermind. It's a mastermind networking event. I have it at my house in Beverly Hills once a month.
Yeah.
I do it every month. I've done it for only 9 months. It's not like I've had this for 10 years. And I was like, I was never on social media, by the way.
Yeah.
Just, Adam. I got on social media a year and a half ago. And I was like, when I started getting on social media, I'm like, how am I going to build my community and kind of provide value? And I'm like, I could have a mastermind network even at my home. So I started inviting a whole bunch of successful entrepreneurs I know in the area. And then it just kind of started growing and growing. And I love it because I usually have 5 guest speakers, and they're all experts in their field, right?
Yeah.
One guy might be an expert in social media marketing. One might be an expert in AI. Someone might be an expert in taxes, how to save you money on taxes.
Yeah.
Real estate, investing, right? All these different core topics that we're going to be using our whole lives. And they're experts, they're providing value. And then an hour before that is networking. So people are having a drink, having appetizers, exchanging phone numbers, doing deals together. And then there's networking afterwards. So it's kind of a mix of networking, good speakers where you get value, and people just doing business deals and growing.
What I want to go back to that early part of you wanting to even bring together a community or bring together and do these masterminds. Why was it important for you to start bringing together community? Like, what does that mean to even bringing together community?
Number one to me, community is your circle, right?
Yeah.
The more you surround yourself with successful people, like-minded people, ambitious people, hungry people, not people that are lazy.
Yeah.
Only good things happen, right? And it's my way of kind of giving back, help putting a place together where everyone could kind of meet and do business deals and learn and help each other grow. Yeah. So for me, it's a good thing. This thing doesn't make me any money. It's like a nonprofit for me, but it's great for value, and people love it. Like I have people that like, this is like what they look for every month. Like, David, you're having it, right? I go, of course. It's on the date. It's all lined up, But people love it. You'll see. Yeah. Guess what? Yeah. You are going to be a speaker soon next week.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in. I'm all in. I'm fun. I love to support. I love to go out and see what's going on. I also I didn't know that it was that new, by the way. So kudos to you. Like I've seen, and not disrespecting anybody else's community, but I see the traction you have. And even when I kind of was doing some digging before we accepted the commitment, I'm like, this is like special. People are attracted to it. They're attracted to the energy, the speed, whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah. Like, what do you think the success comes from in that?
I think
it's different. 9 months is different. I know people that have been trying to do it for years that can't fill a room like you.
It's because it's about value, right? If you provide value, right, you're gonna keep on coming back, and then you're gonna tell your friends. There is not one person that's gone and said, that wasn't worth it, or I didn't have a good time, or I didn't get a good phone number, I didn't meet anyone successful, I didn't learn something. You come, you're going to get value for sure, and you're going to be with successful people. Like last month, I had a billionaire in the room with a B, worth billions of dollars in telecom, and then I had someone that sold his company for $1 billion.
Yeah.
So I had 2 billionaires pretty much.
And I'm supposed to follow that up? Come on. What's that? Okay, thank you. There goes our promo. Thank you. And now you have Adam. I appreciate that. Come on.
No, but I'm just saying, right? I mean, when you have billionaires in a house, don't you want to learn from people like Elon Musk?
Of course.
You know, I mean, people that are billionaires, right? People that have been there and done it.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. You get a good crowd. You get successful people. One of my friends, he does loans, right? He landed a client at my growth talks at my mastermind network, and he made $250,000 in commission.
Wow!
Off that one deal by meeting a guy that wanted to sell his house. He got the deal, and he's all, David, I made $250,000 commission off meeting one guy.
Sounds like you got a sponsor. You said this thing ain't like up and going, man. You better kick it back into the
give me
pony.
some money.
Come on, man. You gotta feed the kitty over here. What's going on?
So it's great, right? So when you could I didn't get one penny on that.
Of course.
But I'm just happy that
I'm just
people
saying
are
that
deals.
So when he hears this, he knows. He owes you a check.
Julio, you owe me some damn money. I'm looking right in the camera.
Sponsorship, you better sponsor that charcuterie board. No.
Appetizers are on you. Bottle service too, Julio.
Hey, Julio, I want some things too. Hold on, I'm coming. Oh, so what's your let's I know 9 months in, you have more coming up. Like
Yeah.
let's just have our crystal ball for a moment. We're all entrepreneurs, a lot of
Yep.
entrepreneurs, a lot of business owners, a lot of executives
Perfect.
watch this. Let's dream for a moment. What's your vision for this going forward?
My vision for this, honestly, is just to grow it. Like, I would like to have it with thousands of people.
Wow.
Right? Down the road where I'm going to have to, God, my house is pretty big. I could probably have 500 people.
Yeah.
But after 500, I got to go to a different venue. 500 people is probably my max at my house, right? And then if it gets bigger, rent out locations and then go internationally. Because I think internationally in different countries would be great because they don't get this, right? Like, I travel a lot for business, and there's no like mastermind networking events in someone's home with 150 people. It just doesn't make sense.
I'll throw this out there. I tell this to the LA and New York people all the time. I agree with you on this one, but even within the United States, there's so many states that don't get, like, there's big cities that aren't New York or LA where they're always flying in or otherwise. Like, there's so much demand, even domestic. I'm not saying not internationally, but I'm just saying there's opportunity, man.
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
domestic. Yeah, just like I said, for me, this isn't. I'm not really doing this to make money. I'm doing this to provide value, network. Because let's say you and me are talking here, and all of a sudden, let's say I wanted to start a business, and you were an expert at AI and real estate. He's like, David, I have this amazing technology, and because you came to my mastermind network, we do a joint venture, we do some business together. You were the piece, the puzzle that I needed, and now all of a sudden, you and me are doing hundreds of millions of dollars in sales, and now we could sell our company for $1 billion.
Yeah.
Just because of just being at the right place, networking, going, oh my God, that's what I was looking for, right? And that's what's happening. Like, I'm starting a couple of new businesses right now, and a lot of these were just by meeting someone at this mastermind networking event and doing a joint venture, and that's what excites me. Like, I'm like a serial entrepreneur. Like, I own a lot of companies, and I've had thousands and thousands of employees throughout my years, and I have a big staff and big teams, and that's what excites me. I like starting businesses. This Growth Talks is amazing. It's like, I think of it as providing value and a lead funnel for a whole bunch of different entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I like your approach. And when you connect people together like this, like magic happens. Like magic happens, things happen, ideas happen. I mean, I'm a fan of course, online, things like that. But to me, it's still about getting in the room. Like, it's still about getting in the room.
Yeah, like, I mean, people are asking, hey, can you make it all virtual? Am I going to? Yes.
Yeah, of course. There's iterations.
Of course. Right now, I'm making it like, hey, people in the local area get a benefit. You got to fly in right now.
Yeah. There's TED Talks. You're in the room. There's TED. You're in the room. Then there's TED on, YouTube. It's fine. Like, there's a lot of different ways to connect. And I like to say people will meet you where they're supposed to.
Yep.
But to me, that online component, I don't know if it's just post-pandemic or what, but I'm like, man, this is amazing. Like, getting out there and getting to people again and seeing their receptiveness, wanting to be somewhere, learn something, go to the conference, go to the mastermind. I love it.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm here today.
Yeah.
It's funny because I literally, half the reason I came here was to learn something. I was like, maybe I'll learn one nugget from one of these AI speakers.
Wait, you didn't come for this interview, David? Come on, man. Such disrespect. First the billionaire leader, now this. I thought you... Come on,
I came for that too.
Thank you. Okay.
I was counting the days and the hours.
Come on, man. Wow. Trust you more already. You can't lie very well. No.
I'm happy to be on. But that's why I come to these things, right? I'm happy we're doing this interview. It's freaking awesome. Totally spontaneous, off the cusp, and we're just talking and having a good time. Hopefully you guys are getting some value. And number two, it's just networking, right? I'm going to see you. I'm going to build a better relationship with you. I'm going to build a better relationship with maybe Tal out there and some other people, or I'll meet someone for the first time, and maybe we'll just be friends. Maybe I'll meet one of my next best friends here because we just got so much good energy. Sure. So for me, it's like meeting good friends, meeting people to do business with, providing value. Maybe I'll teach someone here tonight something in my brain, and all of a sudden they're like, David, 6 months, a year later, they go, dude, when I met you here at this AI event, you taught me something, and now I'm a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
I'd be like, freaking awesome.
You're like, dude, that's awesome. That is awesome.
So that's why I like coming to these things. You never know what's going to happen. Yes, I could be home, or I could be at the office on my computer, but I'm doing that every day.
Yeah.
So when there's kind of events like this and you can step out of your comfort zone where you're, we're comfortable being behind a computer or working, being on the phones and in the office, but I like coming to this stuff.
Yeah, it's great. David, I want you to look into the camera. How do people learn more about Growth Talks? How do they look more about your businesses? How do they follow you?
Go to if you want to go to one of my mastermind networking events, it's in Beverly Hills every month. The next one is Wednesday, August 7th, but I have them every month. So just go to thegrowtalks.com and you'll be able to see the calendar when the next one is. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on every freaking platform, everything. But you could go to The David Rivero on Instagram or The David Rivero on TikTok, or just pretty much, if you type in David Rivero on Google, I come up everywhere, so you'll find me if you want to get me. And you'll I'm all about providing value on entrepreneurship, business, marketing, sales, investing. Those are all the things I'm an expert in. I pretty much provide free content, free value all day, every day. And I would love to meet you. Feel free to DM me anytime. I answer everybody's questions. When people ask me questions about business or sales or anything, I give answers for free. So feel free to ask me questions. And thank you, Adam, for having me on your show. Yeah. You're an awesome host, and I'm super excited to have you as a speaker coming up. But thank you for having me.
Awesome, man. And to the audience, hey, if you haven't done it yet, and just so you know, we're going to put we'll put the links to the website, all that good stuff in the show notes, so you can just click on the links and head right on over. And if you haven't done it yet, meaning hit that subscribe or follow button, make sure you do that. This is a daily show. Each and every day, we're putting out new content, new interviews, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well, so that you can grow and thrive. Again, hit that subscribe or follow button, because guess what? Tomorrow you're going to get that notification if you do. David, looking forward to it, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you.